up for some shenanigans, Rick.
How about shenanigans that the viewers can control?
I've heard that stuff is bad, but also fun, right?
Yeah, that depends on what we want to do to our friends Dante and Andy.
But are they really our friends in the end?
Well, that's going to be a question for us to figure out later on.
So, this shenanigan stuff, what do you want us to do right now? Or at least the viewers?
Well, we're going to wait on for just a moment until our runners end up getting this seed. But we can do things like killing our runners. We can do things like deactivating flutes when they find those. We can take away their rupees. We can add to their rupee counts. We can do a whole lot of different things to either of these runners to either help or impede their progress through this seed. That's why we call this a crowd control race.
I have to admit, I really love the crowd control races because you never know what happens in them. Literally everything can happen.
Absolutely. So here is how this is going to work. You need to click the wrench. And that way that pulls up your coins. And don't forget, you can redeem 50 free coins during the course of this stream here, and that you can use towards either one, going towards one of these runners, or pooling it together with everybody else who is watching here on the stream chat. And you know, the best thing about this is all of the proceeds that we've got going to this, it's not going to go to me. It's not going to go to Alex. It's not going to our runners. It's going into the prize pool for SpeedGaming Live 2021.
And that actually happens next month, right?
Yeah, we've got the qualifiers going on. We had a qualifier earlier today. It is going to be a lot of fun watching these two runners go into a whole lot of pain and suffering at the hands of you, our viewers.
And if I remember this correctly, I've seen Andy have done a few of these before. I don't know if Dante has really done that many crowd controls.
I don't know. Now, here's the thing with it, Dante, and I'm going to help twist the knife just a little bit. If you remember, he's the person who puts up the official list of the qualifier scores after most of these qualifiers. So if you're not really happy with your position in the qualifiers, you can either bribe him or maybe attack him.
I think this is the perfect time to attack him if you're not happy with them.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the qualifiers for the SG Live tournament, this is your time to get your payback on Dante.
Hey, notice we're starting with boots.
Okay, that's unfair, I think.
What's that?
A little bit unfair, starting with boots, right?
We're off and running. Okay, so one thing we do want to note is that if you are going to do anything to these runners, we are on a little bit of a delay, which is approximately 20 seconds, plus however long it takes for our voices to carry to your headphones. So bear that in mind when you're doing timed attack. So if you're seeing somebody dropping on down to like the 5th floor of the Ice Palace and you want to do something bad to them, time it accordingly. Also do know one other thing about this. How many of these crowd controls have you seen, Alex?
I've seen a few, and I've also participated in one. So
what do you know about this as far as the pool is concerned?
Well, I know the pool. Like you can share the pool. You can team up with chat.
No.
Oh, you mean what?
I mean the item pool that these runners get, like for instance, hearts and things like that.
I think we can actually give them hearts, so or you can delete them. And oh boy, look at that on the screen.
Yeah, Andy's getting a little bit of an attack out at this point in time, trying to get into Hyrule Castle. Now, the thing that I'm trying to get at within regards to this is the fact that the amount of hearts that these runners are going to get, they are limited. They are not going to be
Oh.
they're not going to have access to all of the hearts that the game normally gives them, and that is because the way that this game works out is that we are going to let them have some of these things, but it's up to you to give them all the other perks in life.
That's pretty smart, actually.
So after Andy's got attacked by, I have no idea what the hell those things were, but they were things.
They're supposed to be chickens, but
Right,
not
they're
sure
supposed
anymore.
to be chickens, but I don't know what the heck those things are. Like, they almost look like kind of keys or whatever the case might be.
It looks like guard heads, kind of. I'm not sure anymore.
I mean, I know this is Halloween and all. It's the month of Halloween, so things are gonna definitely be spooky, but...
I mean, it's definitely some
What
kind
the
of... this is this is actually kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. It is Hotel Mario. It's actually his head. And it's, oh boy, and he's getting absolutely murdered here. Okay, so Andy's off to a pretty rough start so far.
I don't think I can see Hotel Mario the same way at this point in time.
Yeah, I think we have to take a talk with the people that it's actually working on the randomizer. We might have to delete him later on.
But of course, you know the best thing about this is, Alex, is the fact that we get to see both of their reactions to what you are doing to them.
Yeah, and that's the best part. We can't really hear them, but we can see them, and I think that's actually better than hearing them in the end, because oh boy, it can always be crazy. And talking about crazy, pretty good start for runners with items. Hookshot, mitts, lamp. You can do a lot of things with that equipment, and look at that screen.
Oh, Dainty's now getting the love from all of us.
Well, at least it's chicken this time around. It's not Hotel Mario, so...
For now. I don't think it's fair the fact that Dante's able to run away from these chickens.
And you can just see on Dante's face he's loving this, so please give him more cuckoos.
So as we mentioned before, yeah, we can definitely pool the abilities of these things. Now, I want to also point out one other thing here, is the fact that Andy... Oh, we get ourselves the reversed buttons for the first time around. Nice.
That one is always fun, because you have to think the opposite way, and it looks like Dante is just controlling this like a pro.
Does look like somebody was hoping to remove the bombs from Dante before he was able to get into that bomb wall in the well. Unfortunately,
what the heck was that?
Unfortunately, we couldn't get the bombs removed just in time.
But you have to see look at Dante. He really has to watch himself so he doesn't.
Yeah, he's got to think about when he's actually pushing that D-pad, because it's going in reverse controls at this point in time. Walking down when he wants to walk up.
It's absolute pain when that happens. It's really hard. It's kind of easy at places like this, but in GT climb and all that stuff, it's really hard.
Yep. I mean, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for us to make things interesting. Of course, so one thing we do want to point out is that if you do something like a cuckoo attack and Dante or Andy, they run inside of a cave, they will find themselves paused for the time being, and then once they get back out into the overworld is when the fun resumes.
Yeah, so a good way to actually, with the cuckoo attack, is like having them in one-hit KO mode, and Dante's like almost already there because he's getting stuck with them.
And now he doesn't have to deal with it anymore, as you see it disappear off that screen. And of course, we do thank everyone who is throwing in their bits and their coins. Again, don't forget that there is those 50 free coins if you haven't redeemed them already. So that way you can pool them together with everybody else here watching on SpeedGaming. If everyone who is watching SpeedGaming would pool those 50 points together, that would be quite a lot of points. 10,000, or yeah, 10,000.
Yeah, you just imagine what you can do with that. You can cause some absolute mayhem.
See, somebody's trying to remove Dante's bombs. And so therefore, he is down to 0. Now, the problem is, Dante's got to be able to maybe get some bombs off the 50-50 coming up.
Yeah, but we can always steal them again, so it's fine.
Alright, he's got 1.
Quick, steal it. No, I didn't say that, right?
I hope somebody does. Fortunately, I think he's gonna get that bomb off before he.
Yeah, he's how his mission.
Yeah, he's gonna get that bomb off just in time.
Well, we can always steal whatever he gets, because I'm pretty sure we'll get bombs sooner or later.
So I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with the entire story of this seed. Where did Dante get the Titans mitts?
I think it was that. I think that was back of escape.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not sure, but pretty. I think it has to be like that. Yeah, he did that pretty early.
Oh, hi there, Moonpearl. That will be Dark World access once Dante gets there, but he's investing his time over here in another spot that you need a bomb. And of course, he gets the 50-50 draw.
Yeah. I mean, our crowd here is pretty nice to Dandy, letting him have some bombs here. I guess that's because Andy already had like 7 of them.
They're letting him keep those bombs. That's the more important thing at this point. Now they're taking him away from Dante.
Well, we know that Dante will need some bombs later on. Like, there's so many locations you actually need a bomb, so...
You know, the funny part is when you go to Hype Cave.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's 2 walls you need to blow up, so if you're not playing it safe, you can end up maybe blowing up 1 wall, and then you have to go and buy bombs.
You know, the thing is that it's going to take a lot, but Dante is about ready to head over towards the Zora area. And with 716 rupees, he's got more than plenty to actually purchase what the Scamfish is. Now, the thing is Andy, on the other hand, has 520. You know where I'm going with this?
Did you want us to steal Andy's money?
You can probably try to steal Andy's money to make sure that he can't get the Zora item. I mean, that's evil, but that's what crowd control is all about.
I mean, in this case, I don't think Andy would be that sad whenever he finds out what the item is.
It's all 20 rupees in the end, which is unfortunate. So again, we're going to stress this to you, is the fact that these runners are approximately 20-25 seconds ahead of us. So time to tax, if you're trying to take something away from a runner, plan accordingly.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it takes some planning to do, but at the same time, I have faith in SpeedGaming chat. They know what they are doing. They will take care of Andy.
So they want Andy to get scammed here. I got you. I see where Twitch chat's going here. They took it from him just as he got to Zora. Nice.
Oh wow! Look, just look at Andy's face right now. that was actually perfect timing.
That was.
And I think he's just going to stand here and wait now until somebody gives him the. Yeah, he's trying to.
Wow!
This is a long waiting queue right here.
He's trying to incite us to give him 80 rupees. And of course, people are talking about the fact that he's got 420 rupees right now. They don't want to touch that number.
Yeah, I understand why, but yeah, we had a good timing spot here to remove the Dandy's single bomb before it went to Gina, but we kind of got focused on the rupee situation on Andy's side.
Oh, he's up to 500. There we go. Somebody gave him some rupees. And now he can get scammed. And I think the way he was mouthing that is that, but of course you do that to me.
Yeah, that's how we work, right? Zora always paying off. So we don't really have a weapon here between these two. So going into Dark World without a weapon could be quite dangerous. Especially there's one-hit KO mode that we can add to our players.
Yeah, it's 2,800 coins combined to do that. But, you know, if we all combine those coins, we could make some fun here. And I do see that we are getting a pool together towards the kill player option for at least one of our runners.
Ooh, interesting. We do like to see the kill player happening, especially in locations where it's like, you know, when it takes time to go back to it.
You mean when it takes investment to actually get to it?
Yeah, you know, when you have to run a long way around, like maybe now for Andy's side, when you have to run down to Hype Cave. Perfect timing to just kill him. I have to say, I really love the divergency in the routing. Oh, look at that. Dante gets a sword.
Who gave him a sword?
Somebody that is clearly a Dante fan, I would say.
Are they a doctor?
Maybe.
I know that's one thing, though, that, you know, we could honestly say... Oh!
Hello.
We have now inverted those D-pads.
D-pad and the buttons, so you actually steer with the buttons.
Yes.
So your D-pad is the buttons. So that's always
awesome.
a treat. Especially when you're up here on Death Mountain as well.
Andy here inside of Skull Woods.
Fun location. Best dungeon in the game.
Well, the thing is it would be interesting to see if Dante's able to do any sort of, well, I was going to say something in regards to hovering, but, you know, he's getting kind of wrecked here with our help right now with things as invert buttons and D-pad.
Yeah, it's, he's having a lot of issues here. It's really hard to think about the whole D-pad being the buttons and the buttons being D-pad, so I can't really blame him.
And we see Andy. I think that was a purposed death there. And it looks like Dante's going to be getting hit with a cuckoo attack when he comes back out into the overworld. Oh, they took his bomb just as you were trying to get to the bomb wall there.
Perfect timing.
Nice timing. We've got this down pretty stat here, Chad. Thank you very much for doing that.
I feel like right now that maybe Dante's getting a little bit harder in time than Andy got, but I'm pretty...
Yeah.
Yep, that's...
I think it's going from one side to another. We're seeing it go for Andy, then it's going for Dante, then it's going back to Andy, now it's back to Dante. That was an unfortunate death, but thank you, Chet. You provided that death.
And
Andy's got inverted controls here, I think.
It looks like it.
Unfortunately, he was able to get to that key, but made for an interesting moment.
The good part for Andy here is he's dying in a dungeon, so he doesn't have to, you know, go the whole long way around.
And now somebody is nice and gives Dante a bomb. So back up he goes. He's going to try to get back into Paradox, which gives you probably about 30 seconds to steal that bomb of his.
Unless we can manage to maybe, you know, the cuckoo attack here will take care of... Oh yeah, Dead Rocks.
Dead Rocks will add to that time.
Yep.
Best commentary ever. Unfortunately, who was able to get to that key? Only in crowd control could we ever say that.
I'm actually scared about the cuckoos. How they look like up here on the mountain.
Well, for good reason. Like, they are terrors.
Oh, look at the...
And he's got some ice physics.
I actually love the ice physics. Except in Ice Palace.
And Dante's going to be trying to hover. He pulls it off.
That looks pretty easy.
So for those of you that are just tuning in, this is a Link to the Past Randomizer crowd control race with the proceeds for this going towards the tournament prize pool for SpeedGaming Live 2021. These two runners have agreed to give up part of their evening together so that way we can torment them by doing this to them. All right, Dante, round 2. Can you get the bomb off? Yes, he does.
I think Chad is being nice to Dante now. He's been trying this for, like, what is it now, 2 times? Good. Ooh, hammer.
Nice hammer. Nice fire rod.
And Andy's not looking happy. He's not happy with that fire rod.
Given the fact that he has already dove...
Dante's in some issues here.
Yes, he does. He doesn't have a way to actually hit that switch.
We actually have flippers here, but the most important side is it looks like Andy got Tempered Sword.
I think it was gifted by somebody. Somebody obviously wants to give him a little bit of a competitive advantage. He's got a bomb. He doesn't have a bomb.
I also feel bad for Dante right now. Like, he gets one bomb, we remove the bomb, and it just keeps on going.
Well, we can tell you that we are in a crystal dungeon for Andy.
Oh yeah, we got that nice little thing.
Dante's not good.
Oh boy.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, sooner or later he will manage to get the items in Paradox Cave, right?
Yes, eventually somebody will let him. Just not right now.
We have entered Tower of Pharaoh, which is a red pendant, by the way.
Yes, and it's a very nice dungeon that has a boss that has really fun mechanics, and I know this is a dungeon that people love to do ice mechanics in.
That is actually perfect timing. Nice haircut there from Dante.
How dare he bend the rules of this game?
Wait, there's rules for this game, Rick?
Yes. I can't verbatim say them to you, but there are rules in this game.
Well, I guess I have to study the rules later on, I guess.
Last chance to throw in those ice mechanics. He's got one hammer hit in. He's got 2 hammer hits in. Yeah, fine. We'll give him that one. You might not be lucky next time there, Dante.
But, however, there's a item in the big chest, so Dante didn't really look that happy.
Why?
Because imagine if that is a major progression item.
I think Andy's got some inverted buttons right now.
I mean, that's fun. That is fun times. Just dropping bombs, just casually.
You know, the other fun thing is that Andy's going through here without a hammer.
Yeah. Well, the small key is actually locked in its big chest, so...
This would be a real fun time to just set up a kill here on Dante, more because of the fact that this takes a while for him to get it back down to.
Oh, that's evil.
That's what crowd control is all about, Alex.
That is true, but I don't think our beloved chat would do anything like that, right?
Look at all the bees. We're running out of time. Look at that delay. Ah, there's the big key for Dante.
I think the perfect way to do it here is just kill him when he's hair potting again.
Yeah, he's gonna do a hair pot, that's for sure. He's gonna get hit in the face with fire. Alright. What is that item in the big chest?
Hopefully a lot of waste of time.
Oh, come on, Dante. Look at this guy being defensive.
I thought Dante won the main tournament, right? And he's playing the powder.
My gosh. We're gonna have to torture him for doing that later.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of torturing, I think.
Now we have to kill him 3 times if we're going to actually get him not to have those fairies in a bottle. And they actually kill him to send him back to a start.
That sounds like a lot of work to do.
Yeah, well, you know what's been a lot of work for him? Trying to get these 5 checks inside of Paradox Cave.
Yeah, at least this time around he knows that he will be able to pull it off. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see how he's going to lose what he has in the short time that he had.
He's winning.
He's got a book.
And he's not looking that happy because he can't check that tablet now. Well, he can, but he has to go the whole way around.
Well, he could. Now, here's the thing. If you really want to be nice to Dante, after all the things that we've said that we could do evil to him, you can give him that Master Sword so that way he can get the item on the Ether and not make him have to come back. That's if you want to be nice.
I just noticed that Andy got a Butter Sword on his side.
Yeah. Let's give him all the swords.
I mean, Dante at least got one. It's not a good one, but...
Fairy does not... Fairy did not want to play nice there.
Well, the fairy, to the fairy's defense, the fairy knows that Dante got like 2 in a bottle, so or 3 even.
2 in a bottle, yeah.
So, yeah.
We've buffed up the sword, which will throw him into a temporary state of Master Sword, but it's not going to be enough to actually give him that rupee hoard.
I think that is more like that is what you get for saving up your like saving fairies in a bottle.
Well, he's actually going to get that fairy that time around. I didn't think he was going to get it. I thought it was going to fly away for a second time. Anyways, while we were talking about all of that, Andy now has completed 2 crystals.
Yeah, it's going pretty good for Andy right now, so I think we need to give Andy some shenanigans on his side. He's having a little bit too easy time on his side.
Yeah, and I see that he just saved a fairy and put it into a bottle, so therefore he's trying to be defensive against our kill player as well.
I thought I would never see the day.
Yeah, look at these skilled runners saving fairies in a bottle.
I'm almost disappointed, actually.
You're almost disappointed?
Yeah, okay, let's go with I'm really disappointed.
These two are supposed to be beacons of the Link to the Past randomizer, and they're bottling up fairies.
I'm so disappointed. I can't even find words.
I can find words. I just don't have enough coins to actually put them into play.
Well, do you know what? That's a good part. We can actually queue it up together.
That's right, we can pull them together with the rest of chat. Cause some shenanigans to happen for both of these runners. Alright, Dark World access here for Dante, Dark Death Mountain. And we find that player icon blocked the avatar. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
I have no idea what that medallion was, but
Alright, so here's a problem for Andy. He has one bomb.
using his game knowledge there to pull that statue. But only 5 rupees, but he will go and buy bombs. So it's perfect timing here to just steal bombs.
Yeah, you're gonna have to steal all 10 of them if you don't want to get him inside there. Look at him shaking that face. He knows what he's up to. Alright, there he will get to the back of Escape, or the back 3 of, or back of Hype Cave rather, gets the green 20, which means that was probably one of our heart containers. And here Dante's getting in here as well, who's getting all the bombs removed, but does get enough to actually get... Oh, so that's what that green 20 was. It was one of our swords.
Yeah, Andy got all of them, so... He's living the good life.
Yes, he is. Shoutouts to Relkin, our tracker. Doing a lot of good work over here on SpeedGaming.
Yeah, Relkin's doing the tough work here with all the shenanigans going on.
So now Dante with a permanent Master Sword. I don't know if somebody wants to take that away from Dante, but I don't know. We still got a lot to do in this seed.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good items already. At least Dante got a lot of good items so far since he picked up the hammer earlier. But there's plenty of time to make these two runners really suffer. So I believe in Chad.
I believe in Chad too. I think Chad is just staying quiet, only doing some of these smaller things right now. They're waiting their time. They're bidding their time until it's the perfect time to strike. And at that point in time, oh boy, will they. And the best time to do that is when we go through Ice Palace a little bit later on.
Yeah, Ice Palace is one of those dungeons that can be very... Well, everybody knows about Ice Palace, so...
Dante trying to hurry up and get that bomb put down here so that way he can get that fire rod, because he knows how people have been trying to steal away those bombs.
Yeah, I think Dante has been he's been suffering on the bomb situation.
Chat is kind of calling our case over here by saying we believed in chat, but yet they gave Andy Buttersword.
Well, I mean, that's true. Actually, they do have a point.
We all want butter. By the way, you know what dungeon can be beatable right now?
Ice Palace?
Ice Palace. Oh yeah.
I want one of the runners to run in there, but with the whole Sumaria, with the icebreaker, I think these two will wait as long as they can.
By the way, shoutouts further to Relkin, who marked down that it was Mombos that was required for Turtle Rock.
I have no idea how Rolkin saw that, but GG's to Rolkin.
And Andy hovering his way over to get that bottle. Because why not? Alright, Dante's on true one-hit KO at this stage because down to a half of a heart. Does have 2 bottles with fairies in it.
Yeah, Dante, you made a correct choice of putting fairies in that bottle. Or in those bottles.
As chat is continuing to lull these two into a false sense of security. Don't worry, they will get their revenge on these 2 runners later on. Because once we get into the back half of the game, that's when the fun begins. Dante says goodbye to one of his fairies in a bottle. Not because of chat, but because of the hallway.
Yeah, look at Andy, what he's doing right now.
Is he trying to hold out for a bomb?
Just look at the hookshot fire rod.
Does he really think that we're going to give him a bomb?
No,
they're just going to take it from him. They're taking it from him.
This is what I like with chat. You guys are doing the correct choice here.
Hey, shoutouts to the person who put a B in one of Dante's bottles. And Andy, back around. There's the bomb. He's 7-4-3. The bomb number's going up real fast. Yes.
Why is Andy actually doing this right now?
Because he can.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it worked out the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to succeed with this one.
All right, round 2, take this again.
Just look at Andy's face right now. He's absolutely loving this.
Yes. Didn't lose a whole lot because he saved and quit after he went to Spec Rock, so there was no harm, no foul there.
Well, hey, at least he got a bump this time around.
For now.
Yeah,
it's gone. And back up to the rock. He doesn't win that 50-50. Another attempt for the 50-50. There's one. And it's gone. I think that was a come on that he said and voiced. That's one and gone. And back around. And is he going to take the death here from a rock? That's one. How long can he hold on to that one? Yeah, try this again.
Let's go, Andy. I think... There we go.
There he goes. He got it. Look at that pug go. Somebody should give him a bomb just for doing that.
I give Andy all the bombs in the world right now. He kind of needs bombs at this point.
He does have hook shot, but of course he's just being swag. Look at this. People giving him a bomb. They took the bomb, and now he's going to wait it out.
This is a perfect time to not give it bombs because there's the hammer right behind that wall. So don't give Andy any bombs at all.
They're going to give him. They're going to give him a bomb. Meanwhile, we're getting some new exploration here from Dante, or at least we've already seen this from Andy. Never mind. There's 5 bombs. 4, 3, 4. Andy, you got
run,
bomb.
Andy, run.
Hurry.
Yep, there you go.
1. Supplies are limited. Hurry. Is he going to get this bomb off on time? Is he really...
That save.
All right, I'll give you credit for that one, Andy. I'll give you credit for that one.
The save of dreams right there. But he bought some bombs, but all of them are gone already. So GG's chat.
I think he's trying to get all the chat to take away his supply of bombs so that they don't do it again when he actually needs another bomb.
Well,
okay, so that was Tempered Sword that was on the Breadsmiths. Or Sword 2, that is.
Oh, vanilla.
Speaking of bombs, Dandy got 3 of them from the Magic Bat.
Yeah, Dante is in a position where he's getting bombs, but he's dropping them because the chat doesn't want Dante to have the bombs.
And Dandy's trying on attempt number 7 of this hover.
Come on, Andy, just use your one bomb that you have left so they can't steal it.
Meanwhile, Dante ran into the fence. No fence stashing for Dante. That's a hard trick.
And these two are just showing off all the cool tricks.
Yes, Dante's running into fences and Andy's falling down holes.
This is true gaming skills right there.
If that's true gaming skills, what are we?
I have no idea what we are. Commentators? There's a reason why we're sitting here.
Yes. Although I do remember being affected by all of you in chat back at SpeedGaming Live 2020 when it was me and Miss Metroid doing that crowd control race. And yeah, it's fun to watch what you all do to us.
Oh yeah, I remember I did something back then. I'm maybe sorry, Rick.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
I believe I laughed it off.
I mean, I hope you did. Maybe.
And that's exactly what these two runners are doing. As you do these effects to them, they're laughing it off because that's exactly what they come to expect in a crowd control race. So I'm kind of disappointed at this point. I'm really disappointed at this point, Alex.
How come?
Because there's one effect that people love to do to runners during a crowd control race, and we haven't seen that item pop up yet.
Which one is that one?
That'd be the flute that people like to deactivate.
Ah, that one. That one's pretty good, actually.
It is a really good one, and people love using it against the runners to make them have to go back to Kakariko Village all the time. But, yeah, we have not seen that pop up yet, and the big question is when are we actually going to see it?
Well, I hope soon, because the sooner the better, right?
That was a real sweet Mothula fight there from Dante.
That fight is actually a pretty good spot to put a one-hit KO and like what's it called now? Ice physics. It's always fun during Mothula fight.
That's a Mothula fight of legends.
I'd say these two runners, I mean, I didn't expect anything else, but they're having a time of their life. They're like just blasting through crystal dungeons. Yeah,
they only have 2 done.
Yeah, but I mean, considering what they've done, like falling down pits and trying to blow up walls and failing, it's pretty fast.
For now. There's still a lot of items still to be found. Like, we definitely do still need to find the bow. We need to find the Cane of Samara, the Ice Rod, the Bombos at the very least. And it looks like we are heading over towards Gina here for Dante and also the Desert Palace. So you do have a little while to try to take away those 3 bombs that Dante has in his arsenal.
And our good old friend Andy here is going to do Spy Cave.
Yeah, this normally is a really good spot to try to put somebody into one-hit knockout mode just to try to remove those fairies that he has, but he also does have the Cana Burner that he's going to use, so therefore that's not really going to do much good.
Well, talking about dungeons, we can actually clear out Desert Palace. We got everything we actually need for this dungeon.
Why would we want that?
I mean, I don't want them to clear the dungeon, but I assume Dan do. I would too.
Ooh,
look at that alone. Well, that is one item we didn't want them to find yet, at least.
Looks like Andy's making his way over towards the... Well, I thought he was going to make his way over towards the eastern area.
Ice Palace.
Yeah, looks like he's going to... Oboe first, and then probably Ice Palace.
I assume this might have to be Ice Palace after this one, because he already done Zora and all that stuff.
Yeah. It totally makes sense for him to be able to do that at this stage, which means it's going to be fun time for Andy. I know that Ice Palace is a long dungeon, especially since we don't have the Canis Samaria, so that way we can't do that thing called Icebreaker, but you do know, because we don't have the Canis Samaria, that also means we have to play the Ice Palace Bomb Jump. And would that be a fun time to have a one-hit knockout turn that?
I would love to see a one-hit KO.
However, it's Andy, so he's going to hover.
Yeah, but we have seen that he has had some issues with the hovering, especially in Paradox Cave. So a one-hit KO mode would make him die instantly. So,
by the way, good patience and game knowledge there from Andy. Even though, you know, some of the jingle glitches have been taken care of, you don't want to risk it there.
You don't want to, yeah. There's definitely ways to break the game still. And we don't want to do that. I mean, we do love the, oh, look at that.
Ooh, hi there. Look at him with that smug look on his face that he just found something important.
Well, that mirror opens up a few things, like Swamp Palace, which is always fun to do.
Would be a shame if somebody took that bomb away from Andy. It would be a shame if Andy didn't get any bombs in this room, but I know he's got a couple of bombs that he gets in this room.
I mean, you could do the whole boomerang kill on these guys. It takes a while, but...
Yeah. I think I remember once trying to do a boomerang kill on one of those. It's not fun.
It takes forever. Which, I mean, in races like this, it doesn't matter that much, but if, like, in important race, I don't think you would go for the boomerang kill, right?
Probably. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is the same runner who tried to... Oh, they inverted his buttons, I think. But just as he got over the pit. So this is the same runner that did the Death Mountain bridge trick there. Even though he didn't need to. So...
You do have a valid point there. Oh, look,
nice rod. Trying to do the dash there and hitting the cuckoo.
It's a weird looking. Is that the?
It's half of a Tektite.
Yeah. I don't think I will ever be able to look at cuckoos ever again.
Andy pulling off the inverted button hover right there.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, half magic. Pretty handy here for Dante.
Yeah, that's okay.
But at least it's a dungeon that Dante can be safe in. Like, he doesn't need any bombs at all. So, only because of that he got 3 bombs.
Somebody killed him as he was going up the steps. And he has to do this all over again.
Oh.
That was greatly timed.
Rip Andy. Good job, Chad.
Whoever did the kill player while Andy was going up steps, that was a really well-timed, planned attack there. Even if you didn't plan it that way.
That is what we want to see more of.
Hilarity ensues here on Speed Gaming. And for those of you, once again, we're just going to remind you that if you're just tuning in here, this is a crowd control race. You are in control of the effects that these runners have to endure. Things like ice physics, inverted button controls, killing these runners, and things like that. And if you want to get more information about the crowd control, there is an extension that you can see the button up in the upper left of your screen. Just click that wrench. And don't forget to claim your 50 free coins. Now, all proceeds from this goes to the Link to the Past Randomizer 2021 Speed Gaming Live tournament that currently have qualifiers being run. We'll hit into the main body of the tournament as we move through October into Speed Gaming Live next month.
Yeah, and there's what I remember 4 qualifiers left as well. So if you want to participate in at least trying it out, feel free to join.
But don't forget to take those 50 free coins and pull them together with other people.
This is something that Dante got an advantage on Andy. Having a bow, be able to full clear Eastern first time around.
Right now, we are sitting with 870 out of 4,000 points pooled on the kill player for Dante. Taking a look at some of the effects that people have started to pool their coins for.
Yeah, that kill player is looking pretty tasty.
Not necessarily here, but as we get into a deeper dive, really, really good to see that take place. Andy sitting with a one-hit knockout, currently sitting at 1,500 out of 2,800. So we're getting closer to that. Dante getting the quick kill with the arrows. So I think somebody was trying to take his arrows while he was doing that fight.
Yeah, I had to add some coins to the to something.
Are you plotting evil here, Alex?
I mean, I'm just helping out a little bit, right?
Plotting, helping out, it's all the same difference.
You know, sometimes we all have to use our forces to our powers to mess around with Dante and Andy, and it's not often you get those opportunities, so, you know, sometimes we just have to do it.
I agree with you. All right, Andy is going to be heading over towards desert, and let's just say I'm going to be watching the expression on his face when he gets to the Torch and Desert Palace.
Oh, I mean, he will be super happy when he sees that boat, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see the expression on his face when he sees that he could have had that if he went to desert first.
Didn't Andy already do a Guinness game?
I wanted to say yes, but apparently he's heading in that direction right now, so apparently not.
Oh. Oh, it was Andy that did that. Maybe.
You know, I was wondering why the sound was so far ahead of the game that I was watching, and then I realized that I was still watching the main stream.
Oh, you didn't say anything that I did.
Because I kept looking at those prices of all the things that you all were putting together. All right, so Dante has 0 arrows for this upcoming Mimic Room. I think we're going to be seeing a few tricks being played here.
Yeah, this is a cute little mimic clip right here.
Cute, you say?
Yeah. Just look at the mimic right there. Just, you know, walking casually backwards. Or maybe not walking, more like sliding.
I love when we get to an Randomizer and they all do like the moonwalk.
So that expression on the face of Andy, I think you have to wait a little bit longer for that one.
Yeah, I don't know why he stopped from going into Desert Palace. I might need to borrow that stripe from Dante at some point.
Yeah, when I'm watching these two, I'm like, I should borrow everything they're doing right now. Maybe not, you know, the whole waiting for people to give me a bomb and all that stuff. But these two are pretty much I would say they're pretty good at the game.
Now, I do want to point out that Dante is going to need arrows real soon. Because there's only so much you can do with mimic clips. There's that statue that requires you to have an arrow.
Yeah, we can't really mimic clip that one, right?
If you find a way to do so, that would be groundbreaking.
I'll do my best to try and find something about that. I don't think that would be allowed, but one can always dream, right? We haven't really found anything in Palace of Darkness here, right?
No. We haven't found anything inside of Swamp Palace either.
That is a bit concerning.
Yeah, well, that's a shield. I don't know what that was about.
I think that's a new trick that Dandy tried to pull off right here live on SpeedGaming.
There goes the arrows. He's down to 7. Now, the tough thing about the arrows is the fact that there are 2 5-arrow drops inside of that mimic room, so therefore, that's going to make things a little more interesting.
I don't know if Dante was actually happy to see that blue mail, or maybe he wasn't that happy.
Andy playing the bomb-winning game here on the diver down, got some. We're letting these two enjoy the seat a little too much.
Yeah, I think Chinese need to step up the game here. I think they need to torture them for real now.
All right, last chance to take those arrows away from Dante. Well, there's 10 right there. Can he get this off in time?
I think he's
got
pulling
it.
off. So when we're looking at items for these two runners, they don't really need that much for go mode anymore.
Bombos and the King of Samaria being the biggest two.
This is a perfect time to put in a one-hit KO mode or something like that. Inverted buttons on the helmet sword fight.
Yeah, that'd be spectacular. Although this being a pendant, I think that's why they're being kind to Dante here.
Yeah, that could be one of the reasons why.
It's been a while since we've had our last Crystal Dungeon completion over on Andy's side. It's been, what, maybe 30 minutes? Andy's about ready to go up against Argus.
And he's doing a beautiful one-cycle Argus here, if he's able to pull it off.
No, he couldn't. Got stumbled on the very, very end and had to withstand the final attack there.
Imagine if we had one-hit KO mode right there when he got hit from Argus.
You'd have a fairy in a bottle reviving him, I would assume.
Oh yeah, right. He still has fairies. God damn it.
All right, Dante's about ready to go into Ice Palace. Now, remember, Andy couldn't finish this dungeon because, well, you all made it so he couldn't finish the dungeon.
Well, this is the perfect time to equalize it and do the same thing to Dandy.
Andy heading over here to the aptly named K45 because it's, well, lore at this point in time. Just 20 rupees.
Yeah, so Swamp Palace didn't really have anything. And Ice, did we see all the items in Ice Palace?
No, we didn't. Because Andy was trying to make himself up to the H room up on the second floor, just, you know, that room with the hammer that you need.
All right.
So he kind of got stopped in his tracks before we were able to see all the items. We do know, of course, that that mirror was there, but what else? I don't know. As Andy grabs the red bomb, Alex, remind our people here at the hour mark what we're doing here with this crowd control race.
So we are actually... Yeah, what are we doing? Like, we are doing so many crazy stuff at this point. We are torturing Andy and Dante for entertainment, and there's something called SpeedGaming Live that starts in November, I think it is. And the prize pool goes to well, all the bits, coins, whatever you were using here, goes to the prize pool of that tournament. Oh, look, there's Kane, by the way, Rick.
I didn't see it, so it doesn't exist.
Good, because Andy's definitely going to use it later on.
I didn't see it, so it doesn't exist.
Wow.
Did you just wow me?
Now it's more like you didn't like the cane, I guess. So
I did not see it, so therefore it doesn't exist. For an item to exist, I must be able to see it.
that is actually true. I can't argue with that, so fair point.
If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
I haven't tried out, so.
That means we're just bombos away from go mode.
Yeah, and that bombos could be anywhere at this point. Well, maybe not.
Hey, the inverted D-pad comes to play again.
This is actually a perfect dungeon for this.
Excuse me, what do you mean BS? I didn't see it, so it doesn't exist. I had the window covered at the time that the fabled item showed up.
See, Rick, see what you're doing now.
I'm not the one who's causing Dante to fall off the edge.
Nah, I think that's more like Dante us doing it to himself at this point.
Nice for the inverted D-pad and buttons there that he was able to pull off that hover. These two are so enjoying this. It's our turn to make things fun for them.
How's it looking with the prize pools for these two?
I'll give you an update in just a moment. We're new territory here with Dante. This was what Andy. Okay, well that's unfortunate. We're in a spot where Andy tried to get here earlier, and well, we made it hard for him to get there.
We got a big key.
Yay!
That's could be important because you know you need a big key to beat this dungeon in a normal way.
Yay! Can you tell I'm not impressed by that?
Debatable. Debatable.
Hey, how nice. Somebody gave Dante a heart. Alright, taking a look at the pools right now.
Hey.
Right? Now,
There's the first
1415 out of 4,000 to kill Dante here in a dungeon that takes so long to get back to. What did we just find?
A butter sword. So there's a sword in Ice Palace.
I didn't see it, so... Well, now I see it, so I guess that does exist.
Yeah, you can't really bail on that one.
I'm still waiting to see Andy and his fabled cane of Samari that you claim that he has.
Oh, you will see it soon.
Is that with the trademark sign next to it?
Yeah.
Alright, Cold Stare, how are you doing?
I think Colster's doing pretty hot right now.
Unfortunately, we have way too much here for Cold Stare. Dante knocks him down. That's it, we're done.
And here comes Andy's expression of bow.
I believe the expression that he had was of, word that I can't say on SpeedGaming, course.
So where is that bombos at this point?
Where's the flute?
What have we not checked at this point?
We haven't seen the Bombos tablet. Have either of these runners gone through escape? Not the back three, but the front part?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think any of them checked even Lumberjack.
I don't know. That's a good question.
So we have a few locations, but not many.
We're making this way too easy for these runners.
Yeah, they're just blasting through this at this point. Come on, chat.
While they're all waiting for the GT climb, that's when everyone gets their revenge. That is when everybody gets their revenge. I know how this crowd control works. GT is the place where kill player, the inverted buttons, the ice mechanics, all that stuff comes into play. So Dante's going to be going into the Swamp Palace. It's going to be what we've already seen from Andy, so no new information coming here as Andy shows us how you dash in Desert Palace. I need to take some good notes. I keep bonking.
Yeah, same here. But then again, my team is called Bonk, so I guess that's part of it.
You got an opening? I can count a lot of bonks in my team on my record.
So Rick, what do you think is the next progression item?
Mushroom.
That would be a pretty good one. I wouldn't say no to Chovel at this point as well.
Alright, Andy's going to be checking the Bombos tablet, which we already know is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing, and then I wonder where Andy is going at this point. I guess we've gone to Pod Eastern.
He probably is, which is what we've already seen from Dante, so let's get some chat activity in here. Where is our progression?
I think that's a solid question because I actually have no idea. Might have front of escape. Could be a pretty good shout at this point.
I'm going to throw down the gauntlet, and we are going to go and make it so. We're going to put your points up for grabs if you have the ability to wager them. Which medallion are we going to find first? Bombos or Ether?
I think that's solid Ether right there. Just, you know, just tease the runners.
All right, throw your points into the mix here. Which medallion are we going to find next? Is it going to be the Bombos that we need or the Ether that we don't know if we need? That'd be something if this turned out to be a ped seat for the Bombos on the pedestal.
I mean, it could be possible still, but we need that flute somewhere. And we don't have many places left to actually check.
Well, so as we continue through this crowd control, don't forget we can make things interesting for either of these runners. Now, as we make our way through the Palace of Darkness, Andy, of course, needs some arrows, which, you know, he's got a lot of them right now. Dante's going to be without bombs, so therefore he can't do Diver Down. Now, wouldn't it be real funny to give him a bomb right now just to laugh at him?
And while you're at it, put him in one-hit KO mode for Argus.
I would love to see that too. Because the fact of the matter is, I think Dante does have a little bit of a lead over Andy as far as the completion of this game is, which is interesting given the fact that Dante has done 2 pendant dungeons.
Yeah, I don't really know where Andy has been losing time here. Maybe the Paradox Cave and Fairy Revive. I mean, oh yeah, he had that accident in Ice Palace earlier.
The Ice Palace accident, the Fairy Revival on the mountain, having issues with that twice. Those things do add up.
Yeah, especially that accident in Ice Palace earlier. That one was really that one really threw him off the Ice Palace.
Yeah, so much of those that he has to go back in and do it all over again.
With that item you didn't see.
I haven't seen that item, so therefore it doesn't exist. Hey, there's those ad bombs that I was asking you all for. Thank you. I love it when chat listens to me.
I think chat likes you.
I don't know. I think chat just tolerates me.
Tolerating, liking, it's the same thing, right?
In theory, yes.
So where do you go after this? Like, Dante have checked pretty much all of the locations that are left.
I think Ralkin is correct in that assessment. The fact that we just have really escape is the last thing to do, and Dante's going to be able to couple that together with the turning of this pyramid bomb.
Okay, I guess maybe Flute or Bombus here then. Well, hopefully it's Flute, right?
That'd be crazy if that turns out to be a Spear 1 Flute that we could have had all this time.
It would be crazy, but it wouldn't surprise me too much.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully this is not like you mentioned earlier, Bombos on pedestal, because I think our good friend Andy skipped out on beating another pendant dungeon.
Yeah, he ended up leaving the Palace of Darkness, but, you know, if that does become the case, then what chat's gonna do is just stop Dante from being able to run the seed.
And that is something we want to see, actually. Because we need to slow Dante down.
I did not see it, so therefore it doesn't exist. Relkin, you can put that on the tracker. I did not see it, so therefore it doesn't exist.
The item of not existing. Actually, Dante is not checking escape. Well, front of escape.
Yeah, I can't help it if I covered up my eyes at just the right time.
Rick, what did that King of Samaria do to you?
Let me see. I remember a 2021 main tournament race against Technolink that did a lot of bad things to me about that, so it does not exist.
Okay, fine. I can actually buy into that.
Where's the crowd control to get red glasses? That's true.
Did I miss an accident on Andy's side? Or did we just go back in again?
Yeah, we're back inside of this palace of darkness. As Dante checks the catfish.
Oh, right. Then Andy never did Tower of Pharaoh. That's why he's missing that powder, which gave nothing. So that's where we picked it up.
Okay, now I can say that the cane of Samaria exists. There, Andy used it. Now it exists. Thank you.
And it looks like we're actually going to check the castle now from that side.
Good old Spear 1 castle.
So what do you think we find? Flute or bombos?
I already gave you my answer, the mushroom.
Good old mushroom.
Did we ever see the lumberjack item?
Nope, we did not. Unless I missed it early on.
Our tracker's saying yes, we did.
I trust Relkin, so I believe Relkin is correct.
Yeah, I trust Relkin too. You know, the interesting thing is that we know that the Hyrule Castle map chest is going to be the small key.
Yeah, we haven't found that one, so that's pretty fun, right?
And Dante assures us of that right there.
I just think Dante here was like, nah, I can't call him a liar.
Alright, 2 more checks left in this Hyrule Castle. 1 more check left in this Hyrule Castle. Dante doesn't even need that key.
I almost feel bad for the small key now. I almost feel bad.
Almost. Andy's going back to Ice Palace.
Yeah, makes sense. There's, what is it, 2 items left for Andy, and he still needs to clear that crystal.
And plus, he can use that item that now exists. And there's Bombos. That is...
Go mode.
Really? We had to make it that easy for these runners?
Nah, looks like it. Or maybe we start giving them, or maybe just punish them in Turtle Rock.
You better. Because otherwise, Dante's going to run away with this crowd control race.
Yeah, so if you're an Andy fan, you have to stop Dante here, because Dante is just destroying everything right now.
That's a shame that we are never ever going to be able to find out where that flute went to.
It's probably just in Turtle Rock.
Alrighty, so Andy's about ready to use that cane of Samaria to do the icebreaker. There we go. Or maybe he already did, and I had just missed it.
I think you missed it, because that
Yeah, I missed
might,
it.
you know, does not
How
exist.
did I had to resolve a point prediction? and therefore I looked at the wrong screen.
And that is why Smart doesn't exist.
Exactly. That's why I missed Samaria twice. Well, we're going to see plenty of Kane and Samaria now, thanks to Dante. But yeah, this is really, if you want to go ahead and get this race to be a little more even, you need to stop Dante. We've got one-hit knockouts. We've got kill players. We can debuff his sword to drive him down just before he gets to Trinex. This is a very, very dangerous dungeon filled with some vicious enemies and a forced hit right here that he could have been on one-hit knockout mode for, but I don't think we got enough time.
We need to stop Dante. He's having an easy time here. We can't let him just smash Andy like this. Like, you, come on. We need to stop Dante. Looks like Andy got ice physics.
Oh yeah, he's got ice physics, yep. Nice kill though. I mean, he had butter sword, but nice kill. And don't forget, you can pool your points together to try to drive up some fun for these two runners. And also while we're talking about it, don't forget to claim those 50 if you haven't already to go towards all of this. And all the proceeds from this crowd control race goes to the 2021 Speed Gaming Live Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament Pool. So it's going to a good cause. Andy is going to skate his way to the Tower of Hera.
Yeah, because yeah, it makes sense. I was like, why don't you go to Castle? He never did, Hera.
Yep.
Maybe Andy is doing what you did to this Moria, that castle doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, and in an open mode, you try to believe that the castle does not exist. Oh, Ether tablet. Oh, that's right. It was just rupees. It was a rupee horde. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the thing that Dante couldn't really check the first time. Well, he could read it, but he couldn't get the item. So we're gonna see Andy do the whole hair potting and then having to go down to the basement to get his powder.
If you don't see the wrench on the upper left, maybe you might, if you can see the wrench on the bottom over on the right-hand side. I don't know if that will fix anything or not, but that might be an idea. As Dante makes his way deeper and deeper into this turtle rock.
Yeah. He's almost done with the dungeon, so if you want to make him suffer a little bit, put him in one-hit KO mode, or just straight up kill him.
Making this really, really easy for our friend at this stage. You almost just like the fact that he your scores in the Link to the Past Randomizer qualifiers.
Yeah, I mean, we did say earlier that if you're not happy with them, just torture Dante.
This is why I'd like to see somebody debuffer his sword, but he's having a way easy time against this Trinex. All right, well, we're almost done with this.
Well, that's the 7th crystal.
Yeah, that means we have something else coming up next.
Oh.
A death!
Oh.
With a fairy in a bottle. That almost was good timing. Except for he had a fairy in a bottle.
A for effort, I have to say.
That's why we gotta put bees in those bottles. Alright, I guess there are people that want us to do a guessing game.
Oh yeah, the guessing game of 1 to 22 about the Ganon's Tower Biggie.
Correct.
And people win internet points that doesn't exist.
Correct.
Where do you want to find it, Rick? Like what number?
22, because I want this to be as late as possible.
I like it. Alright, so the last attempt here before, like, really killing Dante. To make Andy catch up a lot of time.
Andy is a dungeon behind. You need to help out. Get your pug friend here to the finish line. There's a small key.
I'm calling out every Andy supporter. Help Andy catch up on Dante.
Yeah, we know we got a large fraction of the pug farm here watching. Silvers, really?
Couldn't we have removed them?
Those wondering where the bombos was, it is in Zelda's cell in Hyrule Castle.
And I think it's going to take a while until Andy checks that.
Actually, I don't think so. What else has he got after he's done with this?
I actually have no idea what Andy has done, because he kind of had some accidents along the way.
Well, Dante just had an accident right there.
Happens to the best runners out there.
Uh-oh.
I hate this room.
Is Andy forgotten about Hyrule Castle?
It looks like it. I think he actually forgot about the castle.
Really, red mail? Alright, come on, Pug fam, get Andy! Castle, castle, castle. There we go, running to the castle.
Pug friends, now you have to do everything in your powers to stop Dante. We need a lot of kill player, I feel like.
Yeah, we need to kill this Dante several times, make it so his path up the gauntlet is super, super slow. I need to get better with that red boomerang.
Yeah, same here. I'm still lazy and using cane or bombs.
Yeah, same, because of the fact that that boomerang, if you throw it straight down, it just goes right off the screen.
Hey, look, there's your mushroom.
You know, we are in a bad spot to take away Dante's bombs. It would have been nice to actually think about that before we got to this stage. I forgot all about it. But he will have enough for this. Now, the thing is if it's Ice Armos, then we still have time to take away those 6 bombs he still has.
Yeah, never mind.
Never mind. Thank you, game. All right, here we go. We're going up the tower.
Alright, Dante's just blasting through this.
Look at the grin that he has on his face. He's enjoying this. It's time to make him suffer, chap.
Yeah, Dante's looking a little bit too happy right now. You know what we have to do? We have to remove all the bombs from Dante, so he can't pass that, you know, get to the room before Molder 2.
Tell you what, if you enjoy these crowd control races, these runners, well, not these runners, but we will be doing more crowd control races as we get closer and closer to SpeedGaming Live in various different formats, not just in Link to the Past, Zelda 1 Randomizer, I know Mega Man we did a little while ago, and there'll be a few other ones that we'll be putting crowd controls through in the near future.
It's always fun to see the different crowd controls, what you can do for the specific games, actually. Oh, there we go. Right now Dante got 0 bombs, so this is actually a perfect time.
Really solid effort there against the Lambos. As he'll go ahead and claim a bomb here, if he remembers. No, he doesn't.
Nope.
All right, that's going to make the 6th floor fun.
Come on, chat. Don't give Dante any bombs at all.
No, Dante, just that fairy goes away once you leave that room. Nice try.
It's kind of fun because I think we all do that and we just be like, come back, fairy, please.
Yeah, it's all part of that different super tile effect. All right, 0 bombs for Dante. We've got to slow him down. We are almost done with him being in Ganon's tower. You don't have any bombs, Dante.
Oh, don't tell me there's bombs here. Oh.
There are.
Oh, I forgot.
And he's going to throw this real fast.
I kind of forgot there's a bomb there.
There is. What?
Well, I guess...
Really?
We were never bound to see that one, right?
Alright. Nice fall there, Dante.
I think there's the ice
physics. There's the ice physics.
Come on, Mulder.
Yes!
There we go.
Yes!
Let's go, Mulder.
Almost there. I mean, this would be a really bad time to have Dante go back to the start of this dungeon. Don't forget, if you are trying to time things, there is about a 25-second buffering difference here between what the runners are going through and what you see here on this screen, so therefore, time your attacks accordingly. Yay. Goodbye, bombs. Well, I'm glad somebody's having a rough go in that room.
That was a nice, beautiful jump there from the pug.
Alrighty, here we go. One out of 3. 1 out of 3. 2. Ah, how nice. Somebody got rid of 30 of Dainty's zeros just in time to go up against Ganon.
Imagine if we could like remove the magic as well. And this is it. We have to try and stop Dante for the longest time possible. So we need to give Dante all the effects in the world right now.
Yeah, this is your last chance to throw your effects over towards Dante.
And Dante's just showing off.
Yeah. Really?
he's hovering the Ganon's hole right here.
Look at him go right there. All right.
And we need to nerf Dante's sword right now.
We need to make it so Dante loses those hearts he has, but that's not happening anytime soon, it looks like.
Come on, Chad. I believe in you.
Pug is way too strong. I think a big reason is because they know that Dante's got the fairies in the bottle, so therefore they don't want to go and spend the kill player to remove those fairies.
Yeah, that was pretty clever from Dante, I guess.
Hey, let's hug Ganon. There goes one of those fairies.
Can't continue doing that. Or just do it. How many fairies does he have left?
No, look at him trying to be swaggy. He's got one hit there.
He's doing that pretty good.
Letting him have this way too easy.
Come on, Chad. We need to stop this guy.
Oh, nice. Somebody gave him a single arrow. Well, if you're going to give me an arrow, I'm going to go ahead and use it. That's exactly what he's saying right there.
I feel like Dante's a little bit too good at this game.
Did he win a tournament or something?
I think he did. But get your GGs in chat for Dante.
This was way too easy.
Yeah. A little bit too easy. Dante wins with a time of 1:40.44.
That was way too easy.
And that was pretty fast.
So yeah, congratulations to Dante, who had a pretty solid go at this. As Andy makes his way, he will soon have a big key in his presence. And we have a Dante here.
Hi, Dante.
Hello.
Congrats.
Yo, thanks. This was really, really odd.
A bit friendly, right?
Yeah, it was one of the most friendly crowd controls I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, you see, things happen, and chat wanted to play nice at some times. I mean, after all, Andy kind of provoked them by trying to do the fairy revival on the bridge on the mountain.
Oh
So they
my
got
gosh.
back at him and they killed him in Ice Palace, going upstairs.
Yeah. That's a bad thing to do, I guess, in Link to the Past. I don't think it likes when you die in stairways. At least from what I've heard.
Yeah, especially when you have like a fairy in a bottle at the same time. The game doesn't like it.
Dante. 2021 tournament winner. Care to explain that hug of Ganon?
Yeah. I was really trying to do the sword slashes with the gold sword, and I just held the wrong direction. I was so bad. Also, you ever just have a gold sword and get a 2-cycle phase 2? That I think that was a little that hurt me a little more.
Well, we were trying to cover that fact up.
Hopefully it was at least entertaining for you guys.
Oh, it definitely was entertaining. Although we do have to yell at the seed roller for putting the flute up in the 6th floor of GT.
Yeah, that I guess that's on Sahabot. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I was hoping we get an early flute.
Well, that's normally the case with most of these crowd controls, is that you get that early flute to make sure that you can do the deactivate flute so often. But
yeah, they've changed the website, so there's not like a fast crowd control generation. So we just did open boots, trying to give us ways to be stupid, I guess, with the hovering and all.
Okay, yeah. So, what was that style point you were trying to give us at the entry to Ganon there?
So my teammate in League, back in the Plando tournament way back, we used to always joke when we played each other in a couple of them that we would decide to hover as long as we could, if we could, or at least attempt it against Ganon. So in a race where it's like, you know, low stakes, it's just for fun, it doesn't really matter, and you kind of want to do some stupid stuff, that's like the perfect time to do it.
Speaking of stupid stuff, somebody has activated a one-hit knockout on Andy as we make our way up to the 6th floor of Ganon's tower. We tried to get the crowd to do stuff against you, but I think your bottled fairies kind of dissuaded people from doing things.
Yeah, I had one or two in prep. Like, you know, I figured I'd take a couple deaths, you know, by the crowd. So I was like, let's do like one or two and see what happens. But I don't think we ever had like the full 3, but we made use of them.
But yeah, anything that you guys did to these runners today, that goes towards the SpeedGaming Live 2021 Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. We kept saying that they must like the way that you've been scoring this tournament, which is why they were playing nice with you today.
Well, we've been scoring it the way they've been playing it. So it's been a whole lot of fun. Like, you know, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun setting up and helping with the qualifiers. I'm really happy to be a part of the team doing that, and that's kind of why I was like, what else can I do to potentially help out with the tournament and make it a little more appealing? And I figured, hey, why not try a crowd control race? We'll see how that goes. But But yeah, looking forward to the event after the qualifiers conclude here in the next week or so.
And then we get the hard work just around the corner.
Oh yeah, it'll be hard work indeed, but it's definitely going to be worth it for sure.
So, anything you want to say to anyone in particular during the course of this crowd control as Andy finishes off with Aga 2?
Honestly, I had the hardest time trying to look at like the display to see who was doing what to me at different points. So I saw a couple names, but it was like, obviously one bomb, one arrow. But I do appreciate, everybody making it harder for us. That's exactly what we needed.
And I loved how both of you had to go play the Paradox Shuffle.
Every time I was in there, I was like, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on the mountain waiting for a bomb to show up.
It was pretty fun to watch it, Andy. Like you going back, getting a bomb, and then you were about to blow up the wall, and the bomb was gone, and you had to keep on doing that, and oh boy, it was fun.
Yeah, indeed. It's definitely a whole new experience playing crowd control. You just don't want to do anything too risky. Otherwise, it just ruins the fun for chat, and that's kind of what this was, about, is letting chat have some fun at our expense.
And did chat have fun?
I hope so.
I think they had. I think they had a little bit fun because they were teasing you with all the cuckoos, flying Hotel Mario heads and all that stuff in the beginning.
I do enjoy being able to grab cuckoos out of the air. That's something I learned that you can do in this game today.
Yeah, while you're trying to do spin dashing. All right, there's Andy with the final silver arrow. Sorry, boomerangs don't work.
I guess GG's for Andy as well. Finishing off, having one hit KO in the rest of the gauntlet.
What is this with 18 hearts in a crowd control race?
I guess people love these two runners.
I was worried someone was going to give me 20 in my whole career.
In hindsight, we should have done that. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
GG's, Andy.
GG's.
So, did you have fun with the whole fairy hover revive up in the mountain?
Yeah, it was great. I just wanted to show off a little bit, even though I had a hook shot. It was fun. Hyrule Castle doesn't exist.
Don't worry. For half of this run, I said the Canis Mario didn't exist, so it's all it all works.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing was the soft lock and Ice Palace. Other than that, it was pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, what would you like to say to the viewer who decided to give you a nice little soft lock in that Ice Palace?
I'm surprised it only happened once. So I can't be too mad if that's the only bad thing that happened.
Yeah, on the grand scheme of crowd controls, this was kind of a tamer one for you two. We were expecting more fireworks, but never really showed up. Despite our best urging to try to get people to kill Dante so you could make the comeback of a century.
I was totally expecting that to be the case. I was thinking, maybe nothing's happening to me because Andy's destroying me. Or, when one or two things would happen, I was like, oh, I must be ahead for a minute or two.
It's always interesting to listen after the race is done to a crowd control to hear the metagaming of a runner who is trying to base on what the crowd is doing to them to whether or not they're ahead.
Yeah, Andy probably could speak more on that than me, but at least with this one, it was kind of like whenever something would happen, it was just kind of all right. Well, I guess either I have a leg up or I've maybe a dungeon or something at most. But you got to keep it even, I guess.
Gotta give credit to the person that tried to kill you at Trinex. Unfortunately, you thwarted that one with a fairy in a bottle there, Dante.
Yeah, I was prepared, and then I got that actually reminded me about like on the GT climb. I was like, I should get one here just in case. And I didn't have one for a while. It was actually a little scary. I didn't know if that was coming or not.
Oh please, Dandy, you would survive that without any troubles.
So, Andy, did you happen to notice the lack of a flute during the course of this run?
I did, yeah.
It was in the chest before Moldorm 2.
Nice.
A great thing to have on a thing that people love to do is deactivate flute, and we put the flute pre-Moldorm 2.
That's Dante's fault. He rolled the seed.
Chat can blame me.
Well, I guess we know who we're going to blame in the future. Yeah, Dante will never be allowed to roll a crowd control seed.
Should have killed him when you had the chance.
Yeah, since people think obviously rolling the seed really does have a lot to do. It's like I guess I've rolled a few bad qualifier seeds for folks too, unfortunately.
Yes, there's been a few remarks I've seen here and there about the work that you've done on some of these seeds there, Dante. So, yeah.
Oh well, we'll see what happens, I guess. What do we got? So what we got, Rick? Like another qualifier coming up Monday is the next time we get to see some awesome SpeedGaming live action.
I suppose we do, which would be at 2:20 p.m. as the viewers will see at 2 o'clock is when the runners will be live. On Monday, that will be qualifier number 12, and then wake up early for the next qualifier on Tuesday.
I'll pass that.
Yeah.
What, you don't want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to run a qualifier there, Andy?
I didn't even want to wake up at 10 a.m. to do today's. You might see me on Monday, though. We'll see.
Okay, I'm not going to qualify anymore, so that's good. Thank you, Andy.
Alex knows how to pick him.
Yeah, I know I already got 4 left, and the 4 left is at really awkward hours, so and Andy's joining at least one more, so I'm out.
Hey, I'm like 50th right now, so I don't know why you're so scared of a Q2 baby.
I need to blame something, Andy. So.
Now, I would say hope that there's something in Zelda Cell, but it is, a standard mode open, isn't it?
Yep. We almost
So
did
never
the
mind that.
SGL casual boost today, but we decided getting stuck in escape probably wouldn't be very fun.
Yeah. The standard start would have just been a little, maybe too long of an escape. 20-minute escape is probably not great.
No, that's for Randomizer. Any closing thoughts for you two?
Thanks for having me, and thanks for organizing this, I guess, Dante.
Yeah, thanks for agreeing to do it. And
problem.
thanks for SpeedGaming letting us use their channel to raise money for the SpeedGaming live tournament.
Yeah.
Which Andy is going to be one of the many runners out there trying to win that money coming up as we move through SpeedGaming Live. Once again, the next qualifier coming up on Monday, and more stuff coming up as we move along after that with the double elimination tournament, which will be a lot of fun to watch that unfold. All right, I think we've got enough that's been said here. So, Alex, anything else you want to add?
Not that much. Thank you guys for putting this together, and for me it's bedtime, so...
So in that case, we
Yep.
better be glad that the crowd allowed this to actually be done in sub 2 hours.
I'm a little bit disappointed there, so it's cool.
All right, with that being said, we do want to shout out Relkin for clicking the buttons, making the things happen what you could see on the screen, and also thank you very much for Dante for setting things up here. So stay tuned. We got more stuff coming up here on the Speed Gaming Networks, including the link to the past Randomizer League, of course, other tournaments going on, other Speed Gaming Live pre-tournament happenings with the Wind Waker tournaments, and whatever else we've got going on. Check the schedule to see what we got coming up. And Alex, I'll let you say the final words for this. I'm Adirondack Rick saying thank you for making these runners' nights. Well, I would say miserable, but I guess we just made it as fun as possible, judging by their webcams.
Well, okay, so the final words. Go bunk in Spec Rock, and good night.